So guys, you see me sweating. I've done a lot of exercise, but welcome to another YouTube video. Now today, I'm gonna give you this little spoiler one. I'm gonna quickly go wash my hands. I'm giving you this little spoiler warning. Welcome to another video. Now today I'm on my review book number 2, and the first film in review book number 2 is today's review, which is Avengers Assembled. Let's get into it. It's only 3 pages long. I'm going to aim for 3 pages of review so we don't get into massive loads and race this page. But it came out in 2012, fantasy sci-fi film, and it's 2 hours and 23 minutes long. We get narration from a spaceman about the Tesseract. Then we see Shield base evacuation. We see Agent Coulson, Maria Hill, and Nick Fury talking together about the Tesseract activation. Then we see the Doctor from Thor. He's actually not a Doctor in that film, but yeah, now he is. But he's from Thor. Hawkeye was up on roof. Tesseract's powers on Loki comes through door. Loki uses staff to possess Hawkeye and other S.H.I.E.L.D. agents. And the Doctor. Loki secures Tesseract and hops on vehicle. Car chase ensues which fails, and they escape. Black Widow is now getting interrogated. Black Widow broke out and heads to find Hulk. We see Captain America punching a boxing bag, and she acquires Hulk, by the way. Then Nick Fury meets up with Captain America. We see Iron Man and the Water fixing some pipe. Loki controls crowd and makes them kneel. Captain America appears and he said, the last person that stood there and thought he was better than everyone else. We weren't so fond of each other. And then they capture Loki with help from Iron Man. God of Thunder Thor makes his debut in this film. Thor takes Loki, and Iron Man and Captain America jump after them. They fight, and Thor slams his hammer. Thor goes to slam his hammer down, but Captain America puts a shield down in it, fractures everything. They capture Loki, and they make a bond. So there's a couple perspectives. It goes. So like this, guys. They capture Loki and they put him in a cage that drops 30,000. It drops 30,000 feet onto the earth below. Then we got the carrier attack. Bruce becomes Hulk for the first time in a really cool transformation scene. Captain America and Iron Man are fixing the ship. Hulk chases Black Widow, and Thor actually stops him from slapping her. Hawkeye destroyed and made malfunctions to the ship. They are plummeting. Thor gets stuck in the trap. Prank. Basically, he was doing that sort of thing where he can duplicate himself into certain holograms. That's what he did here. Then Agent Coulson gets stabbed by Loki when he tried to use the new weapon. Hawkeye also gets knocked out by Black Widow and is free. Thor gets dropped and Loki gets out of there. Without Hawkeye though, due to him being changed. Okay, let's get to the next page. I'm trying to make these reviews a lot shorter so they don't take up that much time. Space out your time day. Some of them will be longer, like I'm doing Avengers Endgame on the 31st of December and Avengers Infinity War on the 30th of December. So they're going to be, obviously I'm going to watch the whole film and review it for you guys. So it's going to be like a 3-hour worth of review that I've got to get into 10 minutes at least. The reason why I say 10 minutes at least, I don't want it to be too low, but I also don't want it to be too high. So like the ones I was doing before, like 19, 16 minutes long. Just no. But then we got Hulk drops. Thor also survives, and Coulson is still alive to shoot the prototype weapon at him, and then dies. Base is still plummeting. Iron Man reprogram. Iron Man fixes it, but then gets hit, crushed under it, and takes a lot of damage. They all survive, but most of them are scattered. New York fight. Hawkeye helps due to being good now, obviously due to him getting out of his head. Let everything out. Then they look up to see everything coming out the hole that they got to fight. And then you get one of the most famous scenes ever where they're in that circle and then they just do it. Then Hulk smashes Loki and he says, "I'm always angry," and he turns into Hulk. And then he slams her. And then they get up to the thing and free the Doctor, and then they put the thing in the hole, the Tesseract, to stop the portal. But before they do that, Iron Man quickly throws the nuke up there, but sadly his suit's run out, and it's a game of him falling, plummeting, and hopefully making it. But luckily, as portal shuts, he falls through. They close the portal, and Hulk jumps to building, grabs him, and drags himself down, and then goes, "Ah!" wakes him up. Loki heads to Asgard's prison. News reports, and the Stan Lee cameo happens. So I give it an 8.5 out of 10 due to it being a bit drawn out, but at the same time, it was just such a good movie to start this sort of genre of mixing up characters. Technically, the first thing to do that was Freddy v Jason, which I will be reviewing, not Friday the 13th. I'm going to pick another day for that. I think when I'm going to binge watch the Nightmare on Elm Street collection, I'm probably going to put Freddy vs Jason in the end. So the way I'm going to, now I'm going to discuss changes, because this was a quick review. This is the only quick review there's going to be. I just want to talk about a load of changes, so I don't want to make it too big. So, now obviously you knew I did two different franchises at once, but I left a 3-way gap between each movie in that series. What I'm doing now is I am completely scrapping that, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick two franchises. So we've got the Avengers. And tomorrow's review, which I'm not going to spoil, but it's going to be a two-parter due to the fact that I'm reviewing the other two a bit later. But yeah, two-parter. And this is going to be, basically I'm going to do the Avengers episode, then a film out of that franchise, then Avengers 2, then a film out of that franchise, and then a load of random other just miscellaneous films up to Infinity War and Endgame. And then I'm going into the main, just getting the series done. Aliens coming next year. A lot of big films are coming next year. Avatar's coming next year. But I'm going to get my mate to come over. But yeah, and also, as you can see, I've got this front page here. That's basically what I did at the back, but I'm going to do it whenever I go through and put the ratings in there instead of listing them. Also, guys, originally I was only doing that shelf. I will be going onto that shelf to do a couple of the films, due to the fact otherwise you'll never see some of these reviews in about 2 years. And I feel like some of these films that need the limelight shined on them before my shelf becomes even bigger, and I just need to review them. But I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, please smash the like button. I hope you like the changes of this review. Bye bye.